talk, they say whatever. Opinions change just like the weather. I got a question for whoever.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Washington Commanders. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Tune going to throw it. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. No pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third. Some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Finds his running back, James Conner. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Here's Tune to throw it. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now they go play action with Howell. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 52 yards. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we've got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0? Like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Still going. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marlon Mack, 61 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
High throw complete to Dotson. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now Howell. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. Now he takes it. Changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel from 6 yards away. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly as that makes the score 14-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Zach Pascal to return it, taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Tune. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Tune. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Tune. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now these two teams, Charles, Arizona and Washington, 2023, a new beginning for both. Of course, for the Cardinals, a new coach, Jonathan Gannon, coming over from Philadelphia, where he was the defensive coordinator on their run to the NFC title, and then new ownership here in Washington.
And that gives each franchise a chance to start fresh, to turn the page. And I'm looking at Washington. They could be sneaky good. Despite the fact they didn't make the playoffs last year and the other 3 teams in their division did, Washington finished 500 at 8-1. They could make a jump.
And Tune to throw it now. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Throwing. Tune. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL started. Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Now Tune. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Chase Young in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tune. Over the middle here to Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown from 17 yards out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll toss this right side to Mack. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Still needing 10 yards. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Second down and a run by Robinson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one too low.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. It's Howell with another throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the end zone, here's Pringle. Breaks through the contact. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
Off play action. It's Howell. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 99 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll drop to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Faking the handoff, Howell. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 49 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Commanders 38, Cardinals 14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown. Marquise Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. They'll look to throw. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Tune going to throw it. Short one here, caught by McBride. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Tune to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Time off the clock and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's got some space here. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., 56 yards. And the Commanders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And Sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed them.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Marlon Mack. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marlon Mack, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. Howell. Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Howell out of the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed. No space to fit in the football.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 64 yards. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Now Joey Slye for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score. Commanders 52, Cardinals 27.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Arizona.
Here's Tune. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Cardinals first down.
Tune. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tune. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw, Tune. And he'll go down, right down at the 20-yard line. Deron Payne picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And Tune to throw it now. They'll roll him out right. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. Prater for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
52. Cardinals 34.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the end zone, here's Pringle. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Washington. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
The score, Commanders 58, Cardinals 34.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Mack to get it again on second down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. Not losing with third and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Throwing, Tune. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Now Tune. And a Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. The city always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to
with my scope like Richard Branson. Since the basement making anthems, over seasons with the man. Then black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches. I'm not.
We got London on the
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. My crown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the